Your first game of the weekend is Luton versus Chelsea. Now, obviously, both teams are coming from a victory in their last game. Luton beating Sheffield by 3-2, while Chelsea beat Crystal Palace by 2-1, a late penalty by Madueke. I feel this fixture is going to be a really tight fixture because Luton know that if they get the 3 points, they can move out of the relegation zone. And Luton are playing at home, so I expect them to give Chelsea a run for their money during the weekend. But I think Chelsea will just slightly edge this one. I'll go with 2-1 Chelsea victory. Your next Premier League fixture is Aston Villa versus Burnley. Obviously, Aston Villa missed the opportunity to go level on points with Liverpool after they lost to Man United at Old Trafford. And for me, it's just what I've been saying since, like, Aston Villa have not been top of the table for more than 2 decades. So they don't know what it means to be in the title race pressure. They don't know how that feels for me. And like, I'm not writing them off about the title or anything. Of course, the fans can believe that Villa can win the title. The lack of experience with this pressure is what's going to make Villa in the long run drop. I feel that they can make top 4, but in the long run, challenging for the title, they've not just reached that level yet, to be honest. That level of consistency. These players have not experienced that kind of pressure. So challenging for the title is just a stretch for me. Because they've had 2 chances now to go on top of the table. Against Sheffield United and against Man United, and they missed the opportunity. So for me, it's a case of them not being able to handle the pressure. Their opponents, Burnley, are in the relegation zone. They'll be looking to get 3 points at Villa Park. But to be honest, going to Villa Park to get 3 points off Aston Villa is a very, very hard job. And the truth of the matter is that Burnley always struggle at Villa Park, even before Villa were on form. Like, it's been more than a decade since they won at Villa Park, so I honestly don't see any chance of them winning, to be honest. I'll go with 2-1 Aston Villa win. Your next Premier League game is Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Now, this is a very interesting fixture, to be honest. Crystal Palace are obviously coming from a loss against Chelsea in their last game, while Brentford, on the other hand, suffered a 4-1 defeat to Wolves. And to be honest, Brentford were terrible that game. They kept making mistakes, silly passes, and obviously they got punished for them. But what's interesting about this fixture is the fact that in the last 5 meetings of Crystal Palace and Brentford, the games have all ended in draws. And their last 3 games have all ended in 1-1 draws. So that prediction is very easy, to be honest. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw between those teams. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. Your next Premier League fixture is Man City versus Sheffield United. Sheffield are done for. Nah, I'm joking. The funny thing is that the last 4 meetings between Man City and Sheffield, Man City have not won by more than 1 goal difference. So it's obvious that the game is always tight. But in the form Sheffield are in, I don't see Man City losing to Sheffield. I'll go with a 2-1 Man City win. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. Your next Premier League game is Everton versus Wolves. Everton are coming from a 3-1 loss against Man City, and let's be honest, they were the architects of their own downfall. They made silly mistakes. Pickford was not on his game, to be honest. This fixture is always an interesting game to watch, although Everton haven't beaten Wolves since May 2021, so it's going to be a really tight game. I'll go with a 2-1 Wolves win. Your next game is Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. Now, obviously, Manchester United are coming from a shocking victory against Aston Villa after they came back from 2 goals down, and Højlund got his first goal in the Premier League. Take nothing away from the victory. Man United were very poor in the first half defensively. The goals that they let Aston Villa score were too cheap, to be honest. And if they play against Nottingham Forest like that, they could actually concede a lot of goals. And for Man United fans out there, I wouldn't expect you guys to be too happy about the result because we won against Chelsea, and after that we went on a 4-game goalless run. So we just have to calm down and hope that the team can replicate that performance against Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, will be looking to get 3 points because they are only 2 points away from the relegation zone. I'm sure Anthony Elanga will be looking to put in a good performance, but let's see how the game goes. But I think I have to go with a United win here. I'll go with a 2-1 Man United win. Don't forget to smash that like button and let me know your predictions in the comment section. Your next Premier League game is Fulham versus Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal are coming from a shocking defeat against West Ham. And of course, there will be questions about VAR. But the truth of the matter is that Arsenal had their own chances and they didn't take them. And this is why, in my opinion, the title race this season is probably going to be one of the best we've seen in a while. Because as far as I'm concerned, the teams in the top 6, top 7, they all have a chance of beating each other. So that makes it easy for you to drop points. For me, that's why this title race is going to be very interesting. On the other hand, Fulham have been very poor in their last 3 games. Fulham have got carried away with their back-to-back 5-0 wins. Since then, they have failed to score a goal in their last 3 games. So it's a very easy prediction for me. I'll go with a 3-0 Arsenal win. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. Your next Premier League fixture is Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham are coming from a shocking defeat after Brighton humbled them by 4-2. I remember at the start of the season when everybody was like, oh, this is Spurs season. This is the season they'll win the league and everything. And I just knew that because Tottenham haven't really played at that pressure for a while. You get what I'm saying? And since the start of the season, they've just fallen off. I know, of course, they've had a lot of injuries. Maddison, their defenders. They've had a lot of injuries. But the truth of the matter is that if you really want to challenge for the Premier League title, you can't use injuries as an excuse. Because Newcastle have injuries, United have injuries, Man City have injuries, Arsenal, every team has injuries. So you can't really use injuries as an excuse. So I really hope they can bounce back in their next game, to be fair. And I feel like Bournemouth are currently the best team in the league based on form. Solanke will be looking to add to his goal tally because he's currently third highest goal scorer in the league. I feel like it's going to be a really tough game, to be honest. Spurs have the home advantage, but I feel like Bournemouth might just edge this one by 2-1. Let me know your prediction in the comments. Your next Premier League game is Liverpool versus Newcastle. Now, Newcastle are not in a good form. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. To be fair to them, they have a long list of injuries. In the reverse fixture, Darwin Núñez came on to win the game for Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool know what's at stake here and they would like to go into the new year top of the table. I'm expecting end-to-end football. I'll go with a 3-1 Liverpool win. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. Now, your final Premier League game of the weekend, West Ham versus Brighton. Personally, I feel like this game could be the standout fixture this weekend. West Ham are coming from a victory against Arsenal and Brighton are coming from a huge victory against Tottenham. And I think Paqueta has an injury. I'm not too sure. If you know anything about the injury, just let me know in the comment section. I'm expecting goals in this match, to be honest. So my prediction for this game is a 3-2 win for West Ham. So if you watched up to the end, please consider subscribing because it will help support the channel. Thank you.